It's 3rd of March. It's strange how quickly fear evolves. Before the full-scale war began, when the Russians were amassing troops at our borders and the TV was filled with promises to destroy Ukraine in a matter of days, fear was vague. People, myself included, were afraid of an abstract war. It was terror of something unknown and not yet fully understood. After the invasion began, fear transformed almost immediately. People became afraid of shelling, missile strikes, and sought shelter from loud noises. Over time, even that fear changed. People learned to distinguish what was exploding and how far it was just by sound, to know whatever they needed to hide. Our children in kindergarten can identify artillery calibers by sound and understand whatever the artillery can reach them. Fear didn't disappear, it simply adapted, became more practical, more, if I may say so, functional. But now the same fear of unknown that existed before the full-scale war is rising again. Once again, we are faced with uncertainty. We don't know what comes next for us. Our fate, the fate of our children, is being decided behind our backs, without our participation. We are treated like goods that powerful players want to sell for their own profit. And if no buyer is found, simply discard us, discard living people, people who did not start this war, who never brought weapons to foreign lands, who are only defending their own. This fear keeps us awake at night, clouds our judgment, and makes it impossible to live normally. We all try to distract ourselves in some way. I, for example, have started writing about the Middle East on Substack again, but it does not help much. Uncertainty is a terrifying thing. It's no coincidence they say that waiting for death is worse than death itself. And we don't even know what we are waiting for death, betrayal, being sold out to Putin, or if it's just being scared for some incomprehensible purpose. But regardless, it's terrifying. Of course, fear has been with us all these years. But we had hope. The free world showed us that we are not alone, that it stood with us. But now the free world is lost in confusion. And that confusion could come at a high price, not just for us, but for everyone else too. It's so strange. When the full-scale war began, my daughter was 16. In just a few days, she will turn 20. The Russians stole her best years. War stole them. And there is a danger that this is only the beginning, that it's not just 3 years of war, but the first 3 years of war.